Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about Espada Y Daga. So this is the old school influence to Escrima, Kali, Arnis. Um, and the first thing that I want to talk about here is if we're just talking, let's first just examine body mechanics. Okay, so right here, we do something like the heaven six. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if you're doing it in the air like so, it might feel a little weird just because they're not the same length. But, with practice, you can get used to that. And then it's not a big deal. However, when you start hitting a target, an actual target, it becomes weird because the reach is not the same between the two weapons. So what are you you're gonna have to adjust over here and then extend over here as you're trying to do the heaven six, and your brain can't keep up. You can't keep up with that, especially if you're going this fast. So it becomes very, very difficult, right? So then what can we do to, work with that? And there's things that you can do, like you could start using this area of the blade rather than all the way up here. So I could cut with this and then use this normal and cut with, once again, this area. So basically I shortened my weapon. Or I could even use here. Now we're in the same, even though the weapon is different, we're using the back part. So essentially I've made the weapon the same. Okay, both weapons the same, even though they're not. So you could change things like that, but you're not using each weapon to its fullest potential, right? So what can we do to use the sword as the sword that it's supposed to be, and the knife as a knife, and still my brain and the body mechanics still work no problem? And the simplest answer I could give you guys for that is this. It's normally the right hand, the right side, the main weapon is to the front. But in this case, we're going to put it to the back. And once you do that, then the length, the reach difference, the length difference of the weapon gets minimized. Okay, so now if there's a target in front of me, because this side is to the back and I have my left side to the front, and if I do the heaven six, I hit about the same distance. Why? Because this is now shortened by bringing it to the back, but I'm still using the full blade. I'm still using, the strongest area of the blade. Okay, so that is the remedy. Now, that's just body mechanics. Strategically, how do we implement that? And so now we go back to the right side forward stance. Okay, so from here, okay, this is the usage that we're maximizing the reach of the sword, and our movements become, surprise, surprise, more like fencing. And what I'm doing here is the angles of attack, right? Diagonal, diagonal, side to side, stab, right? So this is the kind of movement that I'm using now. Angles of attack is one-handed skill. When we do the heaven six, this is two-handed skill, right? So then when does that come out? Well, right here, I keep doing my angles of attack. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, like so. And if they move to my right side, my right, okay, I could just keep following them. All right, keep following them, okay? If they move to my left, that's when they're coming closer to this. So then at this point, I could switch stance, and now my left side is forward, and this is where now I could do the double. So if you guys are not used to doing the heaven six with one side forward, I highly recommend that you start doing that, especially in this case, and especially now with one weapon longer the other one's shorter. The shorter side is to the front, and start practicing your heaven six that way. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.